Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
On the ready.
Quarterback making checks. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Find some fresh air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. Really finish strong so you can win that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove.
Touchdown, Miami! They punctuate the chain with a trip to the end zone.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable calls that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Cajuns did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fans probably didn't forget that.
No, and the players did not. You know, they're fired up, ready to go in this one. Think back to that game, how good Cam Ward was late in it.
first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab ready for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that everywhere. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the field.
The Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they control the middle of the field and stop him in the backfield on 3rd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. This is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Drones. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits and big moments that they replay throughout the whole next period.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
The offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just roll on the same page. It's an incompletion. Could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really generate.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Beck. Might be looking to run. He's got him. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 17 over Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it this one, Big 12, or anywhere else. And
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Drones. Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They may take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's back. Dances away to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, they forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Let's go. Break. Double.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Selden. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Drones. Now adjusting. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for block. Oh! Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to pass. It's drones. Quickly to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 20? Oh, he's got some space. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it inside the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Let's go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they were really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Quick pass on the jet motion. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield. It's back. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Marion. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff units out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Green. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Scanning the field. It's Drones. Fires to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Come on, set.
Finds his man. picks up the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter. You're thinking at home, you got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Wants to keep it in the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the 1st down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball. You just lose focus for a second and drop that football in return.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete.